All right, everyone, welcome back to the channel. I first just want to bring it to your attention that I am holding a webinar, right? We're going to be holding a Smart Money Concepts Sniper Entries seminar, webinar, whatever you want to call it, on this Thursday, January 20th at 7 p.m. EST. Okay, so if you want to book your seat for that, it's $20. Just check the link in the description. I'm doing it with another smart money trader named J Forex House. Okay, and you are going to get two perspectives from elite smart money traders ultimately for this market, right? And just, you get two perspectives versus one that would be just me, right? From two very good sources. Okay, so please take advantage of that. In this seminar, we're going to be talking about some things that I have never taught on this YouTube channel, and honestly, that 90% of smart money traders won't show you, won't tell you. We're going to be talking about some things that you're not going to see, right, on YouTube. And ultimately, we're going to cover up all the lies around smart money trading and all the lies around just traders in general who are taking these 1 to 100s, saying that they're winning. Their win rate is 80-90%. That's not it is possible, but most of the time that's just complete bullshit is what they're saying, honestly. So yeah, we're going to be covering some really good stuff in there. So if you do want to book your seat, just check the link in the description. Okay, nonetheless, we're going to be looking at a trade that I took on Eurjpy. It was a 1 to 11 trade, and yes, the setup was sent in my premium group on this date. Right, this was January 9th. You can see up here, this was January 9th. You can check the times. This was all not in hindsight. Okay, this was happening in real time. This is real live time, and this is a trade that me and other premium members were able to obviously book some profits on. Okay, so let's get into this. I first saw this 3-day area of interest, right? So as we go in closer here, we see that smart money ultimately buys heavy with this green candle, right? And then sells off pretty heavily, okay? Targeting obviously these equal lows, right? They're just clearing liquidity from here. And then they start to make their way back up, right? All the way back up to here to close out those negative positions that they bought, which are now negative, right? So they make their way up big, right? And then they sell off heavily, and now they need to come back and close out these negative buy positions, okay? So we drew our POI just like this, from the bottom of this green candle to the top of this black one, because this is where the buying started and this is where the buying stopped, okay, or where the selling started. All right, and as soon as price tapped into our POI, we obviously are going down to lower time frames to look for some sort of accumulation distribution schematics, right? In this case, it's distribution, because we are selling, and this whole thing here is a Wyckoff schematic. Okay, so if you want to go check out more on Wyckoff, I will link that video in the top right. I'm not going to go into depth about all the details because I do have a video just specifically for that, but this whole thing is a Wyckoff-ian distribution. Okay, ultimately price tapped into our 3-day POI right here on January 5th. And then what do we see, right? We see a nice break in market structure, telling us, right? Smart money is basically just telling us we are only reacting to what smart money wants to do, right? Telling us that price, showing us that price is willing to go down, okay, ultimately to lower prices. Okay, so we have a nice break in structure. And just as we saw on our 3-day POI, right, we leave behind a nice buy candle on the 30-minute that sold off, broke structure, and has nice volume behind it. Ultimately, smart money needs to make their way back up here to close out their negative buy positions that are sitting inside this 30-minute POI. Okay, so we just draw our POI out like this from the bottom of this buy candle to the top of it, and then we have our short position that was obviously triggered. Okay, and this was a 1 to 11. It wasn't actually 1 to 11. I was targeting this 1 to 11, I believe it was. Yeah, 1 to 11. I was targeting this low, but unfortunately, after partials were taken from here, and as well as here, and I also took a smaller partial here at this lower time frame area of demand. Okay, and then I believe the last position that I had in, I think it was 10%, obviously got stopped out here at break even. Okay, nonetheless, this was a 1 to 9, 1 to 10. Okay, so this was a 1 to 10 trade. And yeah, it's pretty simple, right? You don't need to overcomplicate things. I just explained this in the matter of 5 to 10 minutes. Yeah, there's not a whole lot that you need to put into it. Other times there are, but for this trade, obviously, it was pretty clean. This is all clean price action. Yeah, and we were able to just take a nice entry here with maybe a pip or two drawdown, and then ultimately we're able to get our 1 to 10. Okay. So again, if you do want to join my premium group where these setups are sent, and we do a weekly watch list, and we also do weekly Zoom calls every Sunday at 4 p.m. EST, breaking down all the trades that I took, right? Wins, losses, and the ones that go to break even. Okay, so we do that weekly. If that sounds like something you're interested in, just check the link in the description. The link will be there to purchase premium. Okay. Yep. And as always, I will see you guys next week. Good luck and good trading.